Hey, everybody, welcome to the Wedding Songs Podcast. I am Matt Campbell, and today we're going to be talking about the ultimate Whitney Houston wedding playlist. Now, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different on this show, and it's called 6 Degrees of Separation. And what inspired this was how songs are related, just to give you some insights on songs that you can play. You know what? Let's just get into it. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to have one artist and then how these songs or groups are related. So let's say I'm going to talk about Nirvana. So you have Nirvana. Well, who's related to Nirvana is their drummer was Dave Grohl. So then you could have here's good Nirvana songs. Well, as a 6 degrees of separation, you might have the first one being Foo Fighters because Dave Grohl led the Foo Fighters. So the same philosophy, I'm going to start with Whitney Houston because that's what we're going to talk about today. And then I'm going to have 5 other groups or musicians that are related to her. And I'm going to give you some songs to play and when to play them at a wedding reception or possibly even during the wedding. So let's start off with Whitney Houston. Of course, the ultimate wedding song that gets everybody dancing is I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. There's lots of remixes. It's going to be at everybody's top of the list. However, it's played a lot, but it's a great song and it's her #1 stream song. So make sure that it is at the top of your list as a definite party starter and to get all of the ladies dancing and everybody dancing for that matter. Now, I just wanted to talk to you about slow songs as well. I can't tell you how many times I've played I Will Always Love You. It is a cover of the Dolly Parton song that really is not a wedding song. It's really more of a breakup song, but Whitney turned it into her own song that was featured in the movie Bodyguard with Kevin Costner that won lots of awards as well. So I Will Always Love You is a great slow song. You have Greatest Love of All, which is a popular parent dance, or could even be a slow song. Saving All My Love for You. There's just, don't rely just on the party songs. There's some great slow songs as well that you could play for the ceremony too. And let's get back to the dance songs. And one hidden gem I want to go over is How Will I Know? Now, there's been a lot of cover songs to this, but How Will I Know, I think, could rank up as high as I Want to Dance with Somebody. It's not played as much, but it could really get the crowd going. And I have to mention Higher Love, the remix by Kygo as well. So there's some great Whitney Houston songs to play during your wedding day. Now, like I said, 6 Degrees of Separation. Who was commonly known as her godmother, even though she was not her godmother, and that is Aretha Franklin. So Aretha Franklin, all of us know her #1 party song is Respect, Respect. It is a great party starter and it's a great sing-along song that you can play during your reception. So that's one of the ones that's at the top of the list. What's funny is that's not even her most streamed song on Spotify. It is actually I Say a Little Prayer. So that's one song that you could play during dinner. Another party song is Think or Chain of Fools. Those are really popular. And my hidden gem for her is it trends every once in a while, and I can't believe that it's not played more. I think it makes for a great cocktail hour song, and that is Baby I Love You. So if you have not heard this or played this in a while, make sure that it's making its way back into your wedding crates because I really love that song, and does trend every once in a while. All right, 6 Degrees of Separation. Next up is Bobby Brown. So Bobby Brown was her husband, and of course, the 2 most popular party songs I have to say is Every Little Step and My Prerogative. If you have Bobby Brown fans that are in the crowd, then those are 2 of my favorites. Ronnie is a popular slow song. So those are the 2 that I would that I would stick to for the reception. Of course, you could go deeper than that, but Bobby Brown could be on anybody's wedding playlist. And next up, talking about 6 Degrees of Separation. Who was Bobby Brown a member of? That would be New Edition. So if you're wanting to play New Edition, their most streamed song is Can You Stand the Rain? It's a slow song, so it could be a dinner song that's a sing along song that for those of you who know the words. For me, I really like If It Isn't Love or even Candy Girl as a popular dance song. Cool It Now is a little bit slower, but you could play that as well during the dancing part of the reception. And then I have to mention this song because I remember buying the CD and playing it at a few weddings. It's a slower song that came out later on in the 90s, and that is I'm Still in Love with You. I love this slow song. It could be a slow dance song during your reception, definitely could be during dinner as a slow song as well. But those are a few of my favorite New Edition songs that you could play during the wedding reception. So next up on the 6 Degrees of Separation is more members of New Edition known as Bell Biv DeVoe. Of course, those are their parts of their names. The three-person band and their really popular song Poison. Don't sleep on this as a dance song during the reception. It's a great dance song to play from the 90s that will get everybody dancing. And what's funny is that's probably the only song that I personally would play. You know, their second most popular song is Do Me. So is that really a wedding song? It's pushing the line. Reminds me of the song Freak Me by Silk. It's not a song that I would play at a wedding or did play at a wedding just because it's a little bit too raunchy. But, you know, if the couple's into it, that's up to them. Something you could play later on in the night. But that is the song Poison by BBD as we know them. And then another member of New Edition is Johnny Gill. So Johnny Gill, he's another one of those artists that has a little bit more raunchy lyrics. You know, his most popular song, My. But if you have the right crowd, I think it could go off. Later in the night, you could play Rub You the Right Way. Another one of my personal favorites. I'm going to give you a hidden gem on this. And if you didn't know, in the year 2019, he released an album called Game Changer 2. And there is a deluxe version and a regular version on this. But the one song I really want to pick out on this is the song Perfect. This song is perfect to me to play as a slow song during any reception. And you know who's singing backup to this? Is none other than Ralph Tresvant, who is a member of New Edition. Another really popular song on this one was Soul of a Woman. But for me, I really like the song Perfect. So one song to add as a hidden gem to your slow dance playlist. So there you have it. 6 people with 6 degrees of separation. Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Brown, New Edition, Bell Biv DeVoe, and Johnny Gill with the sleeper Ralph Tresvant in there. If you have any that you would add to this list, I could go further than the 6 degrees of separation, but I'm just trying to keep you concentrated on that of when to play the songs. If you have a suggestion for me, please reach out to me, and you can watch these videos on YouTube as well. My handle is @mywed_songs, and if you want to pull up the playlists, hey, that's a great place to start to learn the music and find out when you want to play these songs at your reception. Thanks for listening and have a great day.
You're the wedding DJ.